I have a little rant that I have to do. And the thing is, this is really hard because you may think that, oh, she doesn't need to eat every day. She can afford to go a day or two without eating. I'm fat enough. Yeah, I have it. I have chubby. I'm chubby. I'm very much overweight. I weigh about 287. From what the last time I weighed was about 287 pounds, and I'm not happy about that. And the thing is, if I go into the kitchen and I look at what I have to eat, I have a bag of instant mashed potatoes, maybe a can of spaghetti, I think raviolis, and then in the fridge I have a few eggs, some sweet peppers, and pickles and various condiments, from mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, and I do have a little tub of peanut butter that I can munch on. And the thing is, I've actually taken a spoon and dipped it into the mayonnaise to eat raw without putting it into anything. And I mean anything. Because I'm hungry and I don't have enough money to get more food into this house. And the thing is, I'm on food stamps too. I get $22 for food stamps. And people may say, well, that's more than I get, or what that person gets, or that person or whoever gets. Some people get a lot more. I actually had to apply for a new job, another part-time job, so I could put more food, get more money, so I can put that towards food. I've actually, if I had to put down, I might eat maybe 1 or 2 meals in a day. And the thing is, as soon as I get done talking with everyone here in this video and talking with my friend on Google Hangouts, I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to go out my side door and go up to the trash can behind the Chinese delicacy restaurant we have nearby, and see what's in the trash to eat. And then probably come back home, hop in my car, and drive to the grocery store and go to the back and see what is in their trash. And the reason why I do this is so I can eat. It's almost midnight here. The last meal I've had today was at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and that was a French dip from RJ's restaurant in Kennington. That was my second meal of the day. And I'm actually hungry right now. And I could probably go and get a glass of water and drink that down. Probably put some ice cubes in to freeze up my stomach. And going to the food pantries, I actually have to look at the expiration dates to make sure that I'm getting something that I can eat and that won't make me sick. Because there's the food that the harvest the food pantry in Greenview. They have expired food on their shelves. And the other pantry that I went to, they too had food that has gone beyond their best buy date. And I've gotten sick off of that. I've actually gotten to the point where, well, actually, I actually ate one of the apple sauces that came from them, and I had popped open one of them. The applesauce looked good. I quickly ate that, threw that away, opened the next one, and it was brown. Browner than it should be. And I'm like, no problem. And I just ate that, threw that away, and as I was heading back to my workstation, this was while I was working at Lake Area Industries, I basically ended up feeling my stomach started churning big time. And I actually had to head for the bathroom and throw up. I threw up everything I had eaten at lunch, first break, breakfast. All three of those meals were immediately brought up. And the thing is, I have a semi-paralyzed stomach, which makes eating a large meal not so good for me. But the thing is, when I got out of the bathroom, I went and I dug into the trash again to pull out the applesauce container, and I looked at the best buy date. It had expired 3 months before. 3 months had gone by, and I grabbed the other one as well, and it was expired by 3 months too. And I said to myself, I will never grab anything from that food pantry ever again. It was the 5th time I found something that had been expired. And I mean expired. The best buy dates. People may say, oh, if you freeze it, it can go beyond the best date Uh, not everything. Not everything. Because, for one thing, you will end up getting sick. Some foods you can't push off to a certain time, but as soon as you thaw them out, and I mean, uh, if you got a big pack of, let's say, apple juice in those little go-kurts, you freeze it and you take it out and you thaw it out. They need to be, and it's past its due date by, let's say, a week. As soon as you thaw it, you eat the whole thing. You don't put it and say, oh, I just had it in my freezer, it's still good, and send it to a food pantry. And I don't know how those big food pantries store stuff like that. They may have had it in the fridge, thinking, it's just been in the fridge for that long. No, by the time if it was in the fridge before it was delivered to the food pantry, it's not good anymore. It needs to be thrown away immediately. And I mean immediately, because giving that to someone, even if it's a kid or someone like me, you would end up getting them sick. And everyone would be like saying, well, you ate too fast, or or the kid was sick before he ate the applesauce. I don't think so. People say, oh, if you leave something in the freezer and it goes beyond the the best of dates, and you thaw it out and you'd send it to another place, and they put it in the fridge, and they don't get it out with everyone else till the next month's food pantry comes through. And it's not a good thing, because you're basically giving food that is bad to everyone else. That's the reason why I don't hit any of the food pantries in my area, in Morgan County, or part of Camden County. I dumpster dive for most of my food. Some of it comes from the grocery store trash can. Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but it's something that I learned from my own mother over 30-some years ago, when in 1982 to 85, my mom would go behind the grocery store and get fruits like strawberries or one of the from the dumpster, till one day she went to get the strawberries, and somebody had thrown broken glass into the whole bin of of the strawberries. And these strawberries were wilted, but still good. And I mean, they were still good, but one of the store employees threw broken shards of glass onto it, making it an impossibility to eat. Because even if you washed off the glass, they would still have some of it in it that had embedded itself into the strawberries. So my mother had to go to another grocery store's trash to find more, and that's how she would get us kids strawberries or bananas or fruit that we don't usually grow ourselves. And I go to my churches. When I go to church each Sunday, I grab a few things from the wall there that has good foods like peas and green beans and various other goodies. And I do check the expiration dates there, and I try to move the ones that is getting close to being expired up front, so that can be grabbed and used quickly. But for the most part, I might eat once a day, and if I'm lucky, maybe twice. And on one of the good days, I can eat 3 times a day. And I don't eat much. I may just have a bowl of cereal, or probably heat up a can of spinach, throw a little butter on top, sprinkle salt on top, and eat that. Have an entire bowl of spinach. And I use coupons when I can, when I find something that I like to eat. I use coupons a few times, and I try to get enough food in me to where I can have that my energy levels is good and steady. And most of my money that I have, by the time I get through with all of my bills, and you'll say, well, you should have enough. I have $105 in my bank account right now. That's to last me for the rest of the month. Well, till next payday. And the thing is, I have responsibilities. Beyond food that I need to get, I need to put gas in my vehicle. And what food stamps do not cover is toiletries. When I get enough money, I actually grab the biggest thing of toilet paper possible, so I don't have to contend with getting that every single day. Getting a new thing of toilet paper for my bathroom. And people say, well, you shouldn't really be putting money towards toilet paper. Okay. Then how am I going to wipe my ass? when I take a Tuesday, do I have, if I need to go do my twos, do I have to go get dressed and get in my car and go to the gas station that's across the street from my home to use their bathroom to poop? Or should I just go into my shower and wash my ass that way? I'm working on trying to get another job. That's what I'm gonna do, and it's something that I know I need to do because it will put more money in my pocketbook, and I don't need to have to go find food pantries that basically put so I can get more money in my pocket so I can get more food in this house. I have 3 people living in my house. One is struggling to sell property so he can so we can get more money into the house. The other one, my older brother, he's the freeloader of the house. He doesn't pay one bill. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't do anything because he has an IRS lien on him, and he doesn't give a rat's behind about that. Dad and I are struggling to keep everything going, and I don't want this to become a rant about him, but the thing is, there are food pantries out there that are giving expired food to people, thinking they won't give a rat's behind about it because they're hungry enough to eat it. Even if it makes them sick, they'll eat the food. It shouldn't be that way. Every food item that you get from the food pantries should be edible, not expired. You have to look at the date and see that it's the best buy date is June 18th of 2016. That can's expired. Toss it. Yeah, you may say, but that's wasting food. Yeah, it is. Because when you give food to the food pantry, they wait till 1 week out of the entire month to put it out so people can take it and eat it. And you can look at everything. If you go to a food pantry and you grab a can of green beans, look at the expiration date. If it doesn't say it expires in 2018 or 2017 and it's 2016, then and you have it while it's 2016, it's still good to eat. You take that and you eat it. But if you find a can that basically says that you actually have to look in your calendar to see what date it is, and you find that it's expired, you need to put that can into the trash. And the frozen foods that they give you, uh, you would think that they would be more aware of how long that the expiration date is either have passed or not. If you freeze it properly and you get it to the person and tell them you need to eat this with the you need to thaw this out and eat it immediately, which I usually end up doing. I usually end up eating anything that is going to be thawed as soon as possible. So I have not tried the one in for sales. I need to, and I believe that goes is done on the 11th of each month. I may have to go to the food services up in for sales again to see when the food pantry there is and find out where it's located at so I can get food there. That will be next Friday. But the thing is, I'm not able to do it this month because I'm holding a yard sale. And I'm gonna have to skip that one, and I'm gonna have to just hit my church's wall for more food. And I better get this finished so I can go get dressed and go dumpster dive. Even though I don't like doing so, I will be doing it. I have no other choice in this matter. So I'll say goodbye, and this may take me half an hour, maybe an hour to do. Bye.